Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena, where I give you advice on how to play Arena. This is my Steward Paladin run. So far we are 2-0 with this deck, and we're going to jump right back into our games. Here's my list from Avenge down to Keeper of Oldham, finally Midnight Drake through Sideshow Spell Eater. Definitely a early to mid-game bias in this deck, not a lot of late-game stuff, so it's important that we get out onto the board quickly and start to extract as much value as possible from all our minions. And actually we have some pretty good minions and weapons and various tools to do that, so I think this deck could actually be pretty solid just because there's a lot of good cards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into Game 3 of the Steward Paladin and see how we go. I think our biggest risk with this deck is there will probably be a game where we draw really poorly in the opening, or cards just don't line up. Like we get the Direwolf Alpha before we get something to buff with it. You know, we get 3 weapons in a row. Like some early game hand that will be disastrous, and we don't have the tools to recover from that. I don't think we don't have late game power to win us the game. So it's very important that we actually. We get out onto the board really. We have the perfect combo here. Wild Pyro into Muster for Battle. If you're not aware, you play Wild Pyro and then Muster for Battle. It will kill all your 1/1s instantly. But I do think Muster's one of the best cards in the game on turn 3, so I am going to keep it. I'm going to search for a 2-drop. If I don't get one, I do have my hero power to get me started. It's not ideal, but we'll see what we can do. If we had the coin, this would actually be a dream opener, because we could coin the Steward on 2, hope that it survives, and play the Muster for just a ridiculous board of 1/1 minions. Let's hope we win here, because that's going to be scary. Ugh. That's a heck of an opener there, bro. We don't even have a good play. We'll have to play this. He's probably going to ping it. Don't blame him. The Muster will actually still be a solid follow-up. This is also okay. We might get out of this. That is a... Gosh, that's a big opener. These will still contest just fine. The weapon helps us catch up. The stuff doesn't have a ton of health, so... this is theoretically good, too. But I don't think I want to wait. I want to get minions out. We'll kill that now because we can. We may end up taking quite a bit of damage out of this whole charade this guy has presented, but hopefully he has a bad hand to follow up. Not more minions, please. Oh my gosh. What? That's the worst. At least we can kill this without taking a ton of damage this turn. We're okay. The heal will help a little too. He's probably going to ping this off. I'm actually going to attack this just to set up the kill next turn. If he doesn't kill this somehow, I'll recombobulate it probably. He's going to kill it that way. That's fine. So that was the right decision with the attack there. It's gonna. I'm taking a lot of extra damage, 4 extra damage basically, but I have to kill it, right? So. I can Steward into hero power. That's okay. I don't have to heal just yet.
For justice.
I'll Steward into hero power. I have the humility to address any giant threats. This is pretty good because he wants to ping all of these. There's 3 pings here he wants to ping, basically. Trade, ping, 2 pings here. So the Direwolf might help this trade up. So he is forced to ping. It's sad that that dies, but we did really harm his turn here. Like, he had to commit 2 mana no matter what. So we'll just go ahead and make this trade. We go down to 11, which is pretty scary against a mage, but I do have the heal. The question is if I want to heal yet. Probably not. Probably going to recombobulate this. Direwolf and Hero Power. Maybe I just get this guy out since he's kind of free right now.
Let me think.
I could cast Humility here, but I'd rather cast it on like some giant thing he plays just to block him out of the game. I played this because it's awfully good at trading into something if it's on the board first and killing itself. For instance, that. Fortunately, I don't have a good way to get through this taunt and... Oh, yes I do. Direwolf. So this will make our Direwolf a 5/5, which is pretty cool. And I think we want to do that. Is there any other minion we'd rather see? I don't think so. I think we'll just... Oh, but that won't actually die to this. Oh, goodness. That's okay. We have to kill it anyway, so that's kind of irrelevant. I'm going to recombobulate this now because 5-drops are typically much better than 5/1, and that just dies... Yeah, it dies to a ping, but if he does that, he feels pretty bad about it, right? Could also heal it, but I don't think I want to. I might actually recombobulate the Direwolf here to give it extra health, perhaps. Oh, that's actually perfect. We need a heal. That's great. We need to heal, so that's actually a wonderful drop. He can kill it now, though. What's he gonna do? Ping this off, but he risks this getting huge if he pings this off, so I think he's got to trade here. Oh, he can't yet. It only goes to 3. That's right. Okay. So is there any way for me to actually guarantee that this one gets buffed? No, I can't actually kill it if I do that. Alright, so we'll go this... actually, I'm going to try to increase the odds that this gets buffed to heal me more. This makes it a 50-50. I really want this to get the buff. Yes! So good. And we'll just play this guy. I'm not going to play this one because Flame Strike does actually hurt quite a bit. Now if he Flame Strikes, this gets buffed again and heals me again. So that would be just fine. That's a big deal. I mean, being at 10 or whatever against a mage is scary. Especially because we have weapons that we want to use, and that often requires health to do effectively. They have burst spells. Like, there's a lot of reasons that would really suck. Humility's pretty good against that, but I'm actually just gonna freeze it for now and start pushing damage through. We have a lot of damage here. We might just win the game. Flame Strike Ping kills everything but this. And then this becomes a 7/9. I guess a 7/5 after the Flame Strike damage. Oh, Healbot's pretty good. Yeah, that was a little backwards. Might actually matter, too. Oh, he's giving me damage here. That might just be lethal now. 10. Yeah, we got it easy. Alright, so that game was very scary. I did not think we were going to win that game at the start, but smart timing and one lucky play definitely kept us in it. I think the buff ended up not mattering too much, though, because it didn't look like he had the damage based on what was in his hand. So let's keep going. 3-0. Good start. We've been getting off to good starts and finishing pretty poorly lately in Arena. That's to be expected, obviously. As you advance, you play other people who are advancing, so decks get progressively harder throughout an Arena run. Sometimes you will hit the guy that's 1-0 just like you and happens to have a 12-win deck and lose early. Obviously that happens too, but I really thought that Arcane Missiles was just going to blow us up last time, but thankfully we recovered. I'll keep the Alchemist just because it's a 2-drop. It's not a good 2-drop. Haunted Creeper's better, so that's good. Got a solid curve here. Can coin a 2 if we want to. Could also coin the 3. If we get the Steward of Darkshire, we'll probably coin it into Muster for Battle. Otherwise, I might consider coining the Haunted Creeper because it's decent with Grey's Alchemist if he plays a 2-health minion. But there is some value to keeping the coin for our Midnight Drake as well. Makes it likely to get a bigger buff, which would be pretty cool. He's really thinking hard over there. I hope we haven't disconnected or something mysterious. I don't know how I would know. Is that just a lag spike? Like, did he just not mulligan? Maybe he's AFK still? If he's AFK, it would suit us to play quickly to take advantage of that. I think he might just be AFK. We may get your opponent left as a message relatively soon. Really doesn't hurt to miss your turn 1 usually in Arena. If you miss your turn 2, it's pretty disastrous most times. I actually one time, I forget what class I was playing. It was a very long time ago, but I like disconnected on my phone up to turn 3 in an Arena game. Came back for turn 4 as a mage and played like a water ellie. Ah, nice freebie. That's what we thought. Anyway, I came back turn 4, hit the board, had like a blizzard and a flame strike that actually stabilized. So despite not playing the first 3 turns of the game, still managed to win, which is always fun. So obviously we'll jump right back in. Hopefully we catch that guy again. Never sad about a freebie. He had something better to do, so gave us the win. We'll take it. We've had some disconnect issues where we gave people wins recently, so maybe he ran into that. Maybe it's not just me that has client issues in Hearthstone. Here we go. Freeze up like always. A worthy opponent, who would have guessed? It's another mage, no surprise there. Not the same guy. Alright, so we'll keep the Midnight Drake as our 4. It's much better early in the game than later because its effect is reliant on cards and we're going to run out of cards quite quickly. We'll keep the Recom just as a 2-drop. Probably won't get to use the effect very well, but sometimes you just need the body. If he doesn't play... I don't know if we can afford to Scarab or not. Perhaps we can Scarab into Recombobulator since we don't have a 3-drop, it looks like. That might be an okay play. Yeah, I think we will. This might allow us to surprise trade into something. He may ping it. Ooh. We'll take the Rallying Blade. I know we have one. These are all actually decent picks. The Purifier can be great. But, I don't know. The Rallying Blade is the most consistent choice. Just because weapons are good. So he probably will ping here, even though he should probably play a minion. Oh, so he does play a minion. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Our minion dies for free when I Rallying Blade, unfortunately. I mean, I can Recombobulate, I guess. I've got the turn 4 to help stuff trade up. It's unlikely he kills both things. Let's try it. We'll see. It's actually pretty good. That denies pretty well here. I'll take it. Because the Dark Iron could do some work with it next turn. We probably won't play the Midnight unless we think it looks better, but I doubt it does. Oh, okay. Consecration any good? Probably not. I think Dark Iron's still better. We'll go this way because it survives now, and this can still contest the Shredder top half. So he's got a ping here, but he can't trade, which is nice. It's good that that was a 2-attack minion. It's pretty substantial. Can Consecration trade, but is that good? Can also Rallying Blade, but that doesn't really do anything. Consecration trade just doesn't feel good at all. Can Midnight Drake and hold? Maybe bait out a better Consecration? It's just an awkward mana. We could Steward, Hero Power. He's forced to send in the Sinjin. But then he has a trade ping that looks pretty good, so the Consecration might get worse. This is going to have 6 attack. It's pretty threatening. I think playing this gives this the greatest likelihood to survive, because he has to trade ping and then he can't ping on this. Sometimes you don't always have to answer the board. Sometimes you just have to present a board that is conflicting for them. If he trade pings Frostbolts, he's in a solid spot, but at least this contests this engine full on, and they're both 4-drops, so it's pretty good. The Frost Elemental can help us get back on the board and set up. Oh, does he actually have an activator? Oh, good. No, okay. All right, so he's playing right into Consecration here, which is pretty sick. I wish I had the mana for Consecration Rallying Blade, but I don't. And I don't want to make that trade for him. So we'll just Consecration and play an Amani. And go face. He probably trades this way, and that's unfortunate, but at least we'll have the board. We don't really have a great minion, but again, at least we'll have the board. The Frost Elemental can help us counter anything big and scary. That's... Whoa! That's a good turn, bro. That's a really good turn. The Avenger is actually pretty sick, because if he kills this, as he should, this becomes an 8/8 that can trade. He might trade here and ping. He probably should do it that way. We're still going to be behind unless he has a really bad turn. If he Fireball pings, it's pretty scary. We don't... That's not good, but we don't care too much. Ooh, what is that? Is that like an effigy? Oh, God. If that's effigy, I think we straight up lose, right? There's nothing good to kill, because that's actually a 6-mana card. This would be the best thing to kill, but I can't kill it. I'm going to Light in the Darkness first. Ugh, these are bad. I think I got to take this just to play it. This turn. I can play the Steward this turn as well on top of my Rallying Blade, but this potentially gives me value later. The Ceremony doesn't, and this is slightly better. Oh, I forgot it gets stats. Oh. Now I have to play this, I think, because it's better Mirror Entity trigger. Not Mirror Entity, okay. We'll kill this first for Effigy. And or Duplicate. Duplicate, okay. So we got to worry about those later pretty hard. Now I wish I'd played this since it wasn't Mirror Entity, but we didn't know, right? He'll trade here. We can trade back. This is actually kind of good now as a 5/3. Oh my word. This dude has like the greediest deck in history, I guess.
For justice.
I don't know. I don't want to play that yet. We're really far behind, obviously. I don't think this is winnable. That has to be like 7 polymorphs for us to win the game. It's not a polymorph. That's definitely not a polymorph. Yeah, I don't think we have a way out here. At the very least, I'll show you this cool combo. No, I can actually kill this engine with the Crazed. I guess that's better.
You love my new recipe. For justice.
We'll go face, because obviously that's not a good trade anywhere. He's going to Flame Strike this board and win. Or Blizzard, whatever, it doesn't matter. We don't have any cards left to win the game at this point. Consecration into Consecration maybe puts us in contention, but I doubt it. We don't have any big drops that win the game, though. No big taunts or anything. Oh, that's always risky. Oh, if he'd gotten like something bad there. I don't know what exactly. 5 or less is not a lot of bad stuff, but it's possible he could have got a really bad card. This is one of the better things, I guess. Yeah, the game's over, but we'll play it out. Yep, he's got 10, 11 damage, so well played. That was tough. The Nerubian Prophet into Sea Giant turn is brutal. What's he doing? Oh, come on, man. I don't concede out of kindness. You don't need to run the game on. I want to let you finish the game, bro. I like to give people the honor of killing me instead of conceding. I feel like everybody concedes for no reason. Five, 4. Ugh. There we go. All right. So 4-1 so far. Pretty solid start. That'll wrap it up for part 2 of my Steward Paladin run. Pretty good start. We'll see how it goes from here. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, game on.